That's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And that sends Draymond Green to the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Free throw good, Fox.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic. Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Now here's Gobert. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Young against Westbrook. Booker with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Now here's Murray. Here's the pass to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now Gobert after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Green.
You know, the offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
Yeah, it's been a cold start, no doubt. But they've got to find a way to put some points on the board.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Westbrook. Fires the three. That one, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Giannis outside. Can they get it? Gobert can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Look, who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Well, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a
Something,
joy
isn't he? Wow.
to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good names. Big group substitution here for Denver. Al Horford, he's checked in for Jokic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Porter. Andre Iguodala is checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Young. The Celtics also changing it up. Sabonis, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Murray. Lou Williams is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Horford finds Rose. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Green.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Booker following the miss by Lou Williams. It's a 7-point spread to the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo and the dunk by Giannis.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Buries the long-range jumper. And that's now 6 points for Devin Booker.
Well, I really like how Derrick Rose bodied up the defender there.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Here's Denver now. They're on a 16-6 run. Bob pass to Gordon. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Booker with it. Sabonis defending. No good from Booker. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo passes to Sabonis. He kicks to Williams. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Nuggets leading by 10. Pass to Rose. Outside Gordon. The dish to Booker. Over Green. No good from Booker. The Celtics shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. The kick out to Williams. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Sabonis, the pass to Williams. Over Rose. Williams can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Iguodala finds Rose. Nice D from Williams.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Green. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. They get a hand on it. Taken away by Williams with 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's Denver going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll get right back to the action when we return. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green, speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up 1 step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
We've got Rose. Horford is out there with Aaron Gordon, and there's Iguodala, and it's Booker in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Booker following the bucket by the Celtics.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Now here's Green. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Denver.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Gordon. Michael Porter comes in for Devin Booker. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Trae Young subbed in for Derrick Rose. And then for Boston, Gobert, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Murray comes in for Draymond Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Lou Williams. Now here's Westbrook following the miss by Jokic. Westbrook finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries it from 19, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Free throw good, Murray. Well, Clark, one thing you have to respect about Jamal Murray is how intense of a competitor he is.
And you can't substitute competitive spirit, Kevin. It's a great attribute to have, and you see that in how he's improved his game year to year. I mean, he loves being in the spotlight, going up against the game's big-name guards, and he doesn't shy away at all. That's a credit to him.
Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Check out some stats for Horford. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 13 points per, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
and he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Fox against Murray, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up, and the foul goes against Boston. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Fox hits them both. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Murray dishes to Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
That's good from Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Denver. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from 12, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And so he makes both from the line. The Nuggets trail by 3. Now the pass to Jokic. Back to Young. Over Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Boston. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Young against Westbrook. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built a lead here with a much better second quarter.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Gobert down low. Guarded by Fox. Count the basket.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Westbrook finds Murray. Here's Sabonis. He's coming off a 28-point game against Milwaukee.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Jamal Murray.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there, Kevin. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Westbrook passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice D from Porter. The Nuggets trail by 5.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Horford. Devin Booker comes in for Porter. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Fox. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Young. And then for Boston, Antetokounmpo's checked in for Sabonis. Green comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams in for Murray. Now here's Rose. Here's Jokic. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
Williams finds Green. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
No good from Booker. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Jokic off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
The difference so far, no one can stay with Westbrook. He sees control of the pace, and we know how aggressive he can be once he gets on the roll.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
I was unimpressed, very unimpressed with their offense. You know, guys seem to be going through the motions, not cutting, not hustling. They failed to get back into a great offensive rhythm. They'll need to step it up big in the second half to cut into this lead.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Antetokounmpo. Jamal Murray is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
No good from Booker.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Rebound, Boston.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed. Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Denver calls timeout. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state, and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Break in the action. We've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounder. 4th, Rudy Gobert.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Young passes to Booker. To end the run, the Nuggets with another miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. And it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Boston.
Westbrook passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Westbrook. Jokic with the steal. Here's Young, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Westbrook scanning the floor, and the shot is good. 16 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Booker. He's got 6, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Basket good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Street, touching them first males all my life, grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle pay the price, one slice.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Al Horford's checked in for Jokic. Gordon comes in for Porter. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Devin Booker, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Young. The Celtics also changing it up. Sabonis, he's checked in for Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Jamal Murray. Lou Williams is subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive.
And you remember when Aaron Gordon came into the league, Clark, some questioned whether he had the size to play the power forward position. Not anymore.
Yeah, you take a look at what's important at that position. It's about mobility, versatility, and skill set. And he certainly fits the bill nicely there. He can defend the three or even some four positions and brings a lot of energy at both ends.
Now in his sixth season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Now here's Fox following the miss by Giannis.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Fox. He had a strong showing last season. Last season put up about 17 points per, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his rookie season, an opportunity to learn the NBA game. He's hoping to take a larger role in his sophomore campaign.
Well, he had the whole summer to work on his game now. I believe he will take that next step forward in his development.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Boston leading by 18. Williams looking around. Some solid defense from Rose. And it's Rose with the ball for the Nuggets. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, he's an absolute blurb. Derrick Rose, cat-like quickness.
Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him. Over Gordon. Al Horford with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 16. Here's Fox. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his third assist on the night. Williams against Rose. Antetokounmpo passes to Sabonis. Good work defensively by Horford.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Celtics leading by 14. Williams passes to Sabonis. To end the drought, and to Kumbo. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Austin's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Fox passes to Rose. Kicks it to Horford. Back to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Sabonis with the steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target at the rim.
Well, he's a balanced, smooth, surprisingly tough athlete. Williams causes a lot of problems for the defense.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Derrick Rose is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Horford in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. 5 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics. Here's Fox. Pass to Horford. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Boston. So Horford gets 2.
He was the 3rd pick in the 2007 NBA draft, guys. Horford won 2 college championships at Florida back-to-back before entering the league.
Giannis, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to Giannis. The tray. And it's Denver with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Fox. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. He dishes it to Murray. Sabonis with the ball. To the middle. Here's Williams. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Booker. Misses off the left iron. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
A shot by Williams, no good.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Can't wait for a minute in case she don't get it. I need in my position. Vacation I'm living, got so many Benjamins, they think I'm getting it pretty. I came with them dead. Still living in crib. You can't even comfort a kid. Want some money? Just say it with me.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic has checked in for Horford. Porter comes in for Gordon. Young is subbed in for Rose. And then for Boston, Gobert comes in for Sabonis. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Williams. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Westbrook. All sorts of time. That shot is off. And the Nuggets going the other way. The pass to Booker. Back to Young. Denver passing it around. Down low. Fox. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drive.
Porter kicks to Young. Over Westbrook. Second shot opportunity, and Jokic lays it up and in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Westbrook. On the wing, Giannis. Inside, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Shots good from Young.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Westbrook. Good defensive work there by Young. Fox finds Booker. Back to Fox. It's good. Fox has got 23 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Antetokounmpo. And it's off the back rim. No good. Young for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Passes it to Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nikola Jokic has great size and mobility. He's very good at forcing the defense's hand and drawing the foul.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
Nikola Jokic is really a jack-of-all-trades kind of player. This big fella has multiple skills, and there's not much he doesn't do well.
And Jokic locks them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Westbrook passes to Green. Dishes to Gobert. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 4 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Porter.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak is the real deal.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Now Young. Here's Jokic. No good on that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Booker against Antetokounmpo, and the shot goes in. Giannis has got 25 points in the game.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Young's shot is off. Celtics leading by 9. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Giannis kicks to Westbrook. That 3 off the mark. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. And it's good, 2 points. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Boston. 22 is their biggest lead. From beyond the arc, he can't get it to go. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Denver calls timeout. They trail by 7. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Trifecta!
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Second one is good. Aim both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, Murray is clearly a shoot-first guy who can really fill it up. This is a big-time bucket getter.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. .26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gobert with the block, and they're able to recover. And that's an intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he comes up empty at the line.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Gets the 3 to fall.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Young finds Booker over Green. Yes! Now a timeout called by Boston. They lead by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.